Support for People of Interest comes from viewers like you. Not you, though. You've done nothing for us. But there are viewers just like you who are supporting us quite a bit. Jerk.
Technology has made donating money to worthy causes easier than ever. With just a click of a mouse or a quick text message, you can donate instantly to a wide variety of causes. However, this has led to a lot of people asking questions about where their money is going, and unfortunately it is not always to where it is needed most. This fact prompted my next guest, philanthropist Walter Aberdeen, to found a charity that ensures all donations go directly out into needy communities in a very unique way. Aberdeen's Money in Just the Right Places charitable organization hides large quantities of cash in the poorest areas of the world, both urban and rural, for the most destitute to stumble upon and change their fortunes. Walter Aberdeen, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Now, a lot of people, this has raised a lot of eyebrows. If you just sort of putting money into various, boxes, buckets, whatever, and just hiding them around.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that it's going to get into the right hands?
I like to believe that we're all connected in some way, and that good will prevail. So, really, I just have trust.
Oh, that's really refreshing. Just trust in the common to
And God.
That God would deliver the people to the money.
Yes. Like rats and cheese.
Okay, sure. I guess people probably don't like to be referred to as rats.
Well, yeah. Just an example.
Yes, yeah.
Like fat kids the cake. 50 cent. You don't use that's fine.
Okay. Where did you first get this idea? What was the genesis?
Actually, I remember being a young lad. And two of my favorite characters were the Riddler, misunderstood,
Yep, okay.
and Robin Hood. And just coincidentally, they both wear tights.
Yeah. Green tights, yeah.
Green tights has nothing to do, that was coincidental. So, what if I combine these guys? What kind of person would that be? If I could somehow just help other people.
So, are there clues to where the money is? I mean, a lot of people just found...
You're cutting right to the heart.
Because a lot of people just sort of stumbled upon this money. Have there been clues that were, missed? Are you sort of upset that people haven't, followed the process, so to speak?
Well, I don't think there's a proper process.
Okay.
I mean, stumbling upon the money is just as valid as following. I do put some clues out there because it makes it exciting for me.
Sure.
Me and my wife, we sit around the kitchen table and we come up with riddles on my days off.
Okay. Could you give us one that maybe's already been found, so not to give anything away, or are they all already out there?
I'm sorry?
Could you give us an example of a riddle that maybe not giving any? We don't want to just give everyone just run out of here and go try to find that money.
Right.
So maybe one that's already been found, or like a red herring or something.
Okay. For example, just last week, me and my wife, we drove around the inner city. And we were throwing riddles tied to bones.
Okay.
Dog bones. Now this is a great method because sometimes there's street dogs out there that will carry this riddle around. So there is some advantage to the kid. An elderly lady's not going to, let's be honest, they're brittle.
Yeah.
They're not going to catch a bone, in a dog's mouth.
Right.
So it's like, and sometimes it's very theme related. So it's like, arf is the sound, but from what dog pound?
Oh.
Okay, so then in an area where there's multiple dog pounds, that could be a real. But usually there's one dog pound. That was a beginner one.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it was sort of the beta phase.
Yeah, me and my wife were both sick that week. I
mean, it's perfect. You're still getting the money out into the community.
Yes. Yeah.
Have you heard any success stories yet?
No. People are, once they get that money, they don't give a fuck. They just completely forget. I put my initials on the bag. And so in case they want to thank me, and they know where to find me. But no, they just get money. I mean,
you assume that the money's been found, I guess. Do you check to see if it's still there?
you make good points. I should. I'm going to have to move some things around after this talk. We should check on them. There could just be money sitting there.
Yeah, unused, and then
it's not helping no one.
Yeah. Have you thought about using social media to, draw up interest in looking for this money? I mean, obviously you're here to promote.
We're still in the starting phases of that, but like, say that dog bone recipe I was talking about earlier, we would have photographers take pictures of us throwing the bones around the city, and then we would post them.
Because then you'd see where you threw them.
So where we threw them.
Or maybe what the dog looked like.
Yes.
But then I guess, you also have to worry about that a lot of people of lower class don't have people in poverty don't have access to computers.
They are at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Certainly, I mean, that's the thing that gets you. Yeah. Our first round, there was this big tycoon who got all the money.
Really?
He just had invested so much in just spies everywhere. My wife was wired, for Christ's sake.
Really?
Knew where all the spots were at.
Oh, that's terrible.
And yeah, there's some real dirtbags out there.
Do you know what he did with the money?
He probably swimming in it. I don't know.
I guess you just don't talk to him anymore.
Oh, certainly not. No, we're not on speaking terms.
Yeah. That is an absolute shame. Is it? So you're doing this around the world. You're going global. How are you? Are you altering the clues to be more culturally sensitive, or you get the atlas out, you get out the cultures of the world.
Well, dogs are pretty universal. I think that was the easiest to get this out there. Again, I'm not a dog person.
Right.
Okay. My wife hates dogs. I don't. So,
but you found a use for
them.
You found a use for them.
Yes, we found a use for them.
So at the very least, you're giving dogs a sense of work.
God makes no spare parts.
There have been rumors that you are considering hiding money under the sea. Is there any veracity to those rumors?
I will throw out this fact that the lung capacity of a Cocker Spaniel is ridiculous. I'm just going to throw that out there.
So if someone were to say, look up how far a Cocker Spaniel can get underwater, it might be...
They could probably find some money.
So you don't employ any other animals, wolves or something similar?
We're looking to expand, but the dogs are just cheap.
Yeah.
There's plenty of bones around. They're cheap. We're trying to give money back. We're not trying to spend money.
Right. So you wouldn't, like
I wouldn't. Why would I have a trained bear?
Yeah.
Deliver the money. It's just.
Uplift somebody's spirits. A bear shows up at their door with some money.
You show me a person who's uplifted by a bear, and I'll show you a guy that doesn't deserve money.
Touche.
Except circus bears.
Right.
But the expenses.
Yes, of course. Which is, like you said, you want to make sure people know where the money is going.
Mm-hmm.
And the money is going to various fields. So, do you have a team, or are you digging and shoveling and hiding things all on you and your wife? You just do
Me and my wife.
Really?
Yes.
I guess it's a good bonding experience.
It's a great, lots of times I will say, I know it's a show, I'll open up a little bit more.
Okay.
It ends in hot passionate sex. It really gets our motors going, because we're both charity-like people. We give charity, we give to one another. After we give to the people, we give to ourselves.
And this is not in any way tied into your Robin Hood Riddler fantasy and tights.
We do wear tights, yes. Strictly my wife.
I'm certain that's the case.
Do you want to dig deeper into this?
Well, Walter Everett, we're out of time. Thank you so much.
Actual support for People of Interest is brought to you by Philly Improv Theater, Philly's home for comedy. In addition to shows every week of the year, PHIT offers classes in improv, sketch, and stand-up. For more information, visit phillyimprovtheater.com.